The girl called in a panic, saying she'd gotten herself into trouble. She'd pushed Mutangshu into the water at school and had been caught red-handed by the principal. There was a moment of silence on the other end of the line. The girl expected a stern scolding, but the man's tone was light, even tinged with a hint of approval. Not only did he not blame her, but he immediately stood up for her. In his eyes, it was nothing more than a minor incident. Even expulsion didn't matter. That confidence instantly calmed the girl, because the man on the other end of the line was her greatest source of support. Let's rewind to not long ago, to their first encounter. The man had been injured in a racing accident and was rushed to the hospital. The girl, who was still a medical intern at the time, was assigned to treat his wounds. The wound was in a sensitive area, so her supervisor told her to simply pull down the man's pants. The girl hesitated for a moment, but eventually gritted her teeth and did as she was told. Just as she was concentrating on treating the wound, the man suddenly woke up. Mistaking her for a threat, he grabbed her hand on the spot. His tone was menacing, but before he could finish speaking, he fainted again from blood loss. The young woman was terrified, but she quickly finished bandaging the wound. Then she turned and ran. When the man woke up, he was deeply impressed by this bold young woman. He immediately ordered someone to track her down. He was determined to find her. Before long, he saw her again on the street. She looked panicked as she got into a car and drove away. It turned out she had just received news that her grandmother had passed away. The man followed her all the way home, but what he witnessed was a heartbreaking scene. The girl had been pushed to the ground by her younger sister and barred from entering the house. Her father and sister had joined forces, intent on claiming the inheritance for themselves. They wouldn't even let her see her grandmother one last time. Her father even turned the tables, shifting all the blame onto her. The girl desperately tried to explain, but no one believed her. She had been treated unfairly since childhood. Her younger sister was a master at playing the victim, while she was always the one being blamed. Eventually, she was sent to live with her grandmother. Her grandmother was the only one who truly cared for her. Now, her only source of support was gone. She completely broke down. Just as she was at her wits' end, the man stepped in. He stood in front of her and took her away. In that moment, he decided to protect her. Once back on his turf, the girl's emotions erupted. She wanted revenge, but the man urged her to calm down. He told her that only by becoming stronger would she have a chance to fight back. Then he asked her to stay. At first, she refused. The man goaded her into accepting. In the end, she chose to stay. Soon after, her aunt brought crucial news. Grandma had left the girl a piece of land worth billions. The will was in her possession, but this fortune also brought even greater danger. Her younger sister had already begun plotting. They forged a will, planning to reveal it at the birthday party. To take everything away completely, the man had long seen through all of this. He decided to let the girl strike back. Carrying the genuine will, the girl walked into the party. She confronted her father in front of everyone. Why didn't he hold a funeral for Grandma? Why didn't he even let her see her one last time? Her younger sister immediately turned the tables. She claimed that the girl was the one who had caused Grandma's death. Chaos erupted in the room. Her younger sister's friends jumped in to slander her. They even shoved her to the ground. Just as everyone seemed to be against her, the girl spotted the man in the distance. In that moment, she stood up again. She produced the evidence, exposing the fact that her younger sister had been abusing Grandma for a long time. As soon as the recording played, the room erupted in an uproar. Immediately after, she produced the real will. But her father was prepared. He immediately countered with a forged will. The lawyer also stepped forward to testify. The tide began to turn in the other party's favor. Security was called in to escort the girl out, but she refused to back down. She looked the lawyer straight in the eye and pointed out the legal risks of the forged will. The atmosphere grew tense in an instant. Just as the two sides were locked in a standoff, a voice broke the deadlock. The man slowly stepped forward. All eyes instantly turned to him.